An idea from millennials, but like a spiritual seance devil worship book, but it's for millennials. Tell me if you like the idea. Acronymicon.
Yes. Oh. I would buy it.
Come on, would you guys buy Acronymicon? So they sit there and like they go on 4chan or they go
4chan. I'm fucking dumb.
Or Twitter.
He's involved in this. So back in junior high.
Yeah, that's where I was going to go to.
Yeah, we're going right there.
We're going to tell the Necronomicon story.
Yes.
But Acronymicon, my idea.
So we're in junior high, and I come into school one day, and I have the Necronomicon.
Uh-huh.
And I go, hey, guys, look at this.
Good times.
It's literally the Necronomicon.
I remember you got carried away with it, and you would like put dark sheets over it, like it can never have sunlight on it. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Well,
but I was scared too. I'm like, well, okay, I guess.
So
I remember burning.
I was scared.
Took an ashtray one time. We were burning sage over it because that's apparently sage. You got to burn sage for some fucking witchy shit. I don't know.
Yeah, apparently.
And then because the heat actually broke the ashtray because we were burning fucking sage. It's like a giant hot coal. But we attribute it to witchcraft. The ashtray shattered. Like, oh my god, the devil is here.
He's here upon us.
Kojak brought it to school, and he kept it in my locker for some reason for a couple of days. And you had to have a reading book in English class. You had to bring in a reading book. I had nothing, so I took it to English class with me, and I got detention.
What was in the book?
It's like the Book of the Dead.
Yeah, it's like if you ever seen Evil Dead.
Oh,
the book is
yeah.
Yeah, it's that. It was like just the paperback version of the Book of the Dead.
Didn't come from the Evil Dead. Evil Dead took the book from history.
No,
Fucking
Frank.
They got the idea for that book from Frank.
Supposedly, it's like you could summon demons. You can do a lot with it.
Whoa, no, wait a minute here. Do you remember the time when Todd still lived in that flat spot across from his mom and dad's? And when he was a mortician, so he had done the embalming of bodies. Well, they had an older woman come in who was like a hermit up in the head of the holler. And they found a book that she specifically had in her will to be buried with. And do you remember when Todd was telling us about the time that they brought it home and they saw a page that said something like water demon? And they did it. And where he lives...
Water demon?
Yeah, a water demon.
I've killed those in Witcher 3.
Like a water entity or something. And where he lives right here, there's a highway. And then on the other side, there's a river. Well, you have to get like a water source to do the ritual, so that way when the demon comes, it knows what water source to go to. He said that they done it, and for weeks straight, they heard something fucking going ape shit inside that river and fucking howling and screaming and just fucking just... Ah!
It was a lichen.
It was a lichen.
I do remember.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. I got a story for you.
Let's hear it.
No, it was... No, it's that story's going to come. Dry as a Bone is still a story. It's still a thing.
I'm not telling that story yet.
No, you're going to do my Blue Yeti with perfect crisp sound.
Perfect crisp sound.
I think all of us here have had a paranormal experience. You remember...
a paramour? I've had a paramour experience.
Yeah, he's had a paramour
That's
experience. Every time he sees that Haley, Frank has a...
I love me some Haley.
But your grandma's old trailer was down there.
Nothing compares to... Oh, sorry.
I'm getting hot right now with you singing it.
Did you see my nudes leak?
Shit, yeah, son.
She had some gorgeous little nipples on her. Oh, my God. Ah.
Go ahead.
Well,
I don't condone this.
That old trailer, your grandma's old trailer that was down there, I know me and Morgoth have had several
sexual experiences.
Yes.
Perfect timing.
Sexual experience.
I don't even know where to go from there.
No, we call those...
I can tell you where to go.
We call those a succubus and an incubus, Frank.
An incubus?
No.
Frank's going to act like that he knows what an incubus is, but I want you all to know that he really
I will say
doesn't.
this.
The 1990s.
My mom stayed in that trailer. My mom and dad stayed in that trailer, and she said she saw someone about 5 foot tall, like a quick walk.
Yes.
She did see that.
I'm
being dead serious.
Remember the
I didn't
fan,
see
Morgan?
Okay.
Me and Brian drank and fucked around, and that nothing ever happened.
So-
Fucked around. That's how me and Brian were fucking around.
I've got.
We're all kinds of gay here.
We were drunk and fucking around in there.
Everybody here is homosexual. I guess.
The anti-gay ghost never showed up for us.
I've got.
My dad never showed up.
What are you boys doing?
I've got 2 stories.
I'm gonna break off a car in town and whoop some ass.
I've got 2 stories I'd like to
But
talk about.
my
that trailer.
mom saw something.
Yeah, I believe it. These 2 stories that I have.
Me and
with the
Brian
brown
getting
trailer.
down.
I got one too. And I think they were all within the same week.
Yeah.
Too.
Now the brown trailer was in front of my house, so when I would walk down to catch the school bus, if I sat on her porch, I could see up the road and see when it was coming. Well, one day I'm sitting on the porch on the swing, just swinging, and
swinging.
and where her bedroom was in the back, and then Trace's was all the way over here. I hear thumping around in the back bedroom, so I look in the.
It's not a ghost.
I look over towards the windows, and I hear something fucking running from the back room to that room. And I'm like, dear God, somebody fucking broke in. And no sooner as that happens, the window there, a fucking just something like a shadow or something just fucking runs by the fucking window. No footprints and no foot sounds until it got into the other room. I was literally so fucking petrified I couldn't move. I missed the school bus.
What?
Dead fucking serious.
You're
I was
laughing,
petrified.
Kojak, but yeah, this
But it
is-
really happened is what you're telling me.
We've had a few. Some crazy shit going on. in that
Clearly
trailer.
Mothman. It's not a ghost.
Oh yeah.
Mothman's gonna rip you apart, but
But the second story, me and Jeff used to always go into that trailer. We used to always call Aunt Colleen and be like, hey,
And
can
do
we
what?
spend the night in there? We just want to, play video games and all this. Well, we're staying in there, but, we didn't want to run up the...
I think that's why we always had the music turned up too.
Yeah, we didn't...
Don't cross the streams.
We didn't turn the
Yeah.
air on because we didn't want to
Streams,
run the
not
bill
streams.
up because we were told not to run the bill up. So we put one of those huge box fans in the window to pull the cold air
Yeah.
into the room.
Yeah, that's how he
And
sleeps.
the room had twin beds.
Yeah.
And so it's just sitting there, and me and Jeff are talking. I'm against the wall. He's closest to where the light switch is, and we're just sitting there talking. And out of fucking nowhere, the fan gets thrown from the fucking window. The room had a little, half bath.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Straight into the fucking half bath.
Yeah.
And I was so scared that I was like, Jeff, for the love of God, turn the fucking light on.
Well, you were covered up with blankets and nothing could get you, right?
I couldn't move. I was like,
If you're
half
covered up
and
with a
half.
blanket, it can't get you.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't get you.
Well, clearly it was just a wind vortex that happened hitting your house at that
Yeah.
time. It can be explained by science.
Swamp gas.
Science. But yeah, fucking flew all the way into that half bath. Yanked its fucking self out of the wall and everything.
That's crazy.
And we never stayed another night in that trailer ever again.
Now, I only stayed in that one a couple times, but the other building between that and Frank's place
Oh, the little
with the bedrooms upstairs, and
apartment
it's like the
little thing? Yeah.
loft thing. That place creeped the fuck out of me, man. Like I saw like a ghost that looked like Abraham Lincoln standing over my bed.
Remember your dad's story about that cemetery?
yeah,
No,
dude.
I'm sorry,
You
I
son
lied.
of a bitch.
I stole that story from
you
Frank.
son of a bitch. You
I
stole
know,
that
so-
from me.
he saw Abraham
You
Lincoln, I did.
No, it wasn't me. I'd never seen that.
Oh, was it you?
It was family
You
members.
say
Somebody
that,
saw it.
You
Yeah.
say that, but my dad has claimed to have seen someone with the same facial features as Lincoln come off the cemetery behind our house.
See, I was just making that. I just stole it from him.
Yeah,
That
but
didn't
that
actually
story,
happen.
the Abraham Lincoln story, a lot of people have it, but it never actually goes anywhere. All that ever does is just scare people. So apparently that ghost is there just to scare you, but actually never fucking do anything. So it's a useless ghost, but it adds to everybody's lore for ghost stories because somebody knows somebody that always has an Abraham Lincoln fucking top hat. Fucking
well, I
scary
saw
guy
it
story.
twice.
And what did it
Twice.
do? Twice.
At your house.
Both those times, did it ever hurt you or like do anything besides you just see
I
it?
got launched. No,
They scratched my chest
and he hurt his
up.
back because I was already big. No, what?
The story stopped right
Well,
then.
it happened. It happened once when I was about 10 years old or 11, like grade school. Scared the shit out of me. I did the kid thing where you get the sense something. But the most vivid one that fucking scared me to death.
You covered yourself with a blanket to protect you, right?
Yeah, it didn't get at me.
Yeah.
Can't hurt me.
It's foolproof.
I wish I'd have
so
known that shit.
I was 17 years old the second time. When I was 17, oh my God. We have another special guest. Another special guest.
You still sexy as fuck.
All right.
Want a beer?
We got TR here.
TR's
beer?
TR is here.
Move over there in that spot.
Would you like a
Don't
beer,
crowd
Tom?
me, bro. Don't crowd me, bro.
Refrigerator, get your
Thomas,
fucking
refrigerator,
self.
bottom shelf.
So, you know Morgan. Have you ever met Jeff?
I'm gonna call him Tosco.
Tosco.
Tomsko.
All right. I'll finish the story. I was
Yes.
17 years old.
Bottom shelf.
I had the feeling that something was looking at me while it's that moment right before you fall asleep, but you're awake.
Yeah.
I have a feeling something's looking at me. I look and it's the Abraham Lincoln thing again. They're called shadow people, by the way.
Yeah.
So you guys know, shadow people.
They rob you.
No. So I stood up to get right in its face, and it didn't go away. It was right there, and I panicked and ran through it. I'm like, Dad!
Now, when it touched you, did you feel any pain, like
No,
in the
nothing.
back of your
I felt
head,
nothing.
like you've been shot in the back of your head
No, exactly.
by a assassin at the theater?
No.
When you ran through it,
Yeah,
did he
John
Were you
Wilkes Booth
driving
did
a
not kill me.
Abraham Lincoln humor.
did he yell when he was running through him, Sic Semper Tyrannis?
That was wow.
Wow.
That was a fantastic one. I wasn't
Oh,
expecting
man.
that.
Thank you.
But
Wow.
anyway, I saw
Good
Here
job.
till Sunday.
I'm
Here till
lying.
Sunday.
You're a piece of shit.
I saw the world famous Shadow Man. I saw him twice, and it's not. I'm the only person that's ever seen it. It's so weird. It's just personal.
So-
to me.
I do have a question for Morgan real quick. I'm sorry. You are from Kentucky, and you're near West Virginia. Did you ever see the Mothman?
No.
Dang it.
Oh, shit.
I know someone who did.
Josh.
Michael and Josh saw it.
Josh and Michael fucking saw it.
They
Josh
saw
shot
the
it.
Mothman.
Josh shot it. I swear to God, with a 22
He shot the
rifle.
Mothman?
With a
can't
22
handle it.
fucking rifle. Josh shot it.
Well, I remember Michael telling the story.
Wait.
Josh,
No,
No,
He
listen.
shot Richard
I
Gere.
know the fucking story.
Please.
I know the story because Josh come off
I know
the
there's
hill.
someone else we got to get on the show is Michael because he tells the story thoroughly.
Josh come off the fucking hill scared to death. Josh said when he was up on Joe Boner at night hunting, he could fucking hear something above him flapping, like wings and everything. He turned his mining hat on, looked up in the sky, and when he did, he said something fucking cut through the beam. Some kind of huge ass shit cut through the beam. Tom Riddle, say hi.
Tom Riddle.
Okay. So,
TR, our friend TR,
Tom
friend of the
Marvolo
show.
Riddle.
so Josh
I am
said
Lord Voldemort.
when it cut through the fucking beam, he said he freaked out. He grabbed his 22 and was like in the sky trying to point his light at to see if he'd catch it. Said he could hear it swooping at him. Said when he turned his head.